Hey viewers, welcome to another game of the Casual Pro Gamer. Today we are doing a Nautilus game, and Nautilus is going to jungle for us against Jarvan, both of which are very good junglers actually. And yeah, that's going to be interesting to watch. So we are on the red team, on the purple side. Purple side is of course a lot stronger than the blue side, we all know that, so they have that. Except for the slight imbalance that goes the blue direction, but for the rest, the purple team should always win. And yeah, on top of that, the purple team of course gets the stronger players. So because of the map imbalance, they place the better players on the purple side, and just yeah, you should be able to win pretty easily. So yeah, for those of you who didn't see that other video, that didn't make sense, but I know that some of you did watch that other video. Anyway, seriously, the map is imbalanced towards the blue team. It is not enough to actually, well, do a whole lot, but it is enough to make a difference in high ELO. And wow, that's a very, very nice first blood. Alistar completely overextending there, even after he saw that the enemies were there. He just stayed there. And yeah, they are thinking that the enemy will take their blue, but in fact the enemy are going for their own blue, with this team now going for the enemy blue. So that should be interesting. So Brand sees this, and yeah, it might have been nice to actually check that bush, dudes. Of course they're going to come in here. Man. Oh, that's a shame. If he caught the Brand there, that would have been so epic. But yeah, Tristana getting tagged up quite heavily. Brand also getting tagged up quite heavily. Tristana is just going to heal up, and the same goes for this. Oh, Ahri is actually going back, it seems. So yeah, huge fight over this blue buff, and Jarvan decides to go for his red buff instead, thinking that his blue buff has indeed been stolen, because he wasn't paying attention, I guess. Or he's just going to go raids into wolves into blue buff or something like that, because he doesn't want to waste any more time. Yes, that's what he is going to do. So he didn't want to waste more time and just went for the first camp he could find. So Riven being nice and aggressive here, and yeah, that's the way you want to play Riven, especially in that that phase when you have more minions than the enemies. And that can happen, of course, at any point, but yeah, having more minions is very crucial in the top lane. And so, anyway, Jarvan now going for that. He went raids into blue, it seems, and is going to go top lane to grab himself a kill. Riven taking a tower shot, and oh, she is going aggressive on this this Warwick, but she jumps away with her shield, and she should be fine. So Warwick's still in some trouble. He has about 150 life left. Let's see, well, 200 now. And yeah, that's going to be very difficult to stay alive for him, even though he has that regen going. I mean, he has regen on his skill and on his innate ability, as well as he has the health potions going. So another gank coming in. Jarvan going to have a difficult time getting hold of this Riven, because Riven is so mobile. And yeah, the Warwick doing a lot of healing in the meantime. I mean, he is almost full health again. Well, he's the same amount of health as Riven is anyway. And yeah, our Nautilus here is just farming along. He's doing all of his jungle camps. Now has a red buff and is going to come top as well. So Warwick, yeah, he started off with cloth armor and a lot of health potions. So he is going to be fine for now. And are they going to pick up? No! Misses the Q because of the flash. That was a shame. That would have been a good kill. But yeah, the gang coming in. And oh, she's still going to pick up this kill, I have to assume. No! Wow, why did she back off there? She was far away from the turret. She just wants to make it a safe kill, I guess. And no, not getting the stun on him. Wow, it's going to be close every time she comes in like this. But wow, that's a lot of aggression in the early game. And Riven, of course, can do a whole lot of aggression because of her abilities. She's very mobile, so if she goes aggressive and she doesn't like it anymore, she can just back out. So mid lane, yeah, a little bit of harassment going off, not a whole lot. It's not nearly enough to burst someone down at this point. And of course we get the kill in the bottom lane. Because that's the one lane I wasn't keeping an eye on. Because in the bottom lane you really can't see what's going on. So yeah, the Tristana completely overextending here. And apparently they're still going to pick up this kill. No, he stays alive, no health, no mana at all. That is, yeah, that was under 20 health. And with no mana left, there was really nothing else he could do. But yeah, Tristana jumping in there when she really didn't have a chance yet. And yeah, we're going to go mid lane here. I'm sorry, I was distracted by the kill, obviously. Yeah. The Nautilus is going to come in mid here. Yeah, Brand is trying to get out, but he is not going to manage to get out. And Ari backing off just in time. Actually, Brand just getting out of there a little bit too early. With one more basic attack, he probably could have cleared that and would have been a 1-for-1 trade. But he didn't want to risk it, but then realized, should have risked it. That's what you get for not putting out wards. They also jumped straight into the the Nautilus, which makes it even easier for Nautilus to get that kill. Well, huge amount of minions for Warwick this time, and that means that he can now go aggressive, because the minions do actually quite a bit of damage in this top lane. If you can stack them like this, if you have a lot of minions, and they can do a lot of damage in, well, for you, for your kill. And it seems that bottom lane is is not so much in trouble. But wow, lots of damage on the Tristana once again. She is going to get out of it this time. But yeah, she is going to have to be a little bit more careful. No, there are no health potions on Riven. And there are no more health potions on Warwick. So it's kind of the shield from Riven versus the health regen from Warwick. And the health regen should come out on top. That's why, yeah, this guy is here. Nautilus coming in for the kill. Yeah, if you see that your top lane is in trouble, you should, of course, as a jungler, try to help out. And even though Riven was in no risk of dying, she was also unable to capitalize on her lane anymore, on her advantage she had, because she was too low health. And she's just going to get a few minions here, make sure that the rest of the minions suicide into the turret. And yep, now she's going to go back, and most of these minions will die before Warwick returns. Unfortunately, you can't really kill your own minions. Well, it's fortunate, I think, because I don't like the deny thing. It is how well, that's just an opinion, of course. I mean, the Heroes of Newerth people will probably say that playing without deny is completely stupid. But deny is kind of, yeah, it makes the game a lot harder to play. It also makes the difference between skilled players and unskilled players too big. And that makes that stepping into a game, or no, rather starting the game, so playing the game for the first time, is just really super difficult. And yeah, that's combined with the fact that I don't like the mechanism, makes that I don't want to play Heroes of Newerth. I did play it a couple of times, but yeah, the community is even worse than the League of Legends community. Because of that big difference between well, new players and people who've been playing the game for a few years. And of course there are huge differences between that. I mean, I'm not going to say that I'm a good player at that game. And we're going to go bottom lane to see this kill. I saw this coming in, but yeah, didn't want to interrupt my vision on the other kill. So they are going to land a whole lot of CC on Kog'Maw, finally getting him. And he is not going to grab a kill back. Excellent! So yeah, the Heroes of Newerth mechanism, which is also in Dota and in Dota 2, of last hitting your own minions, is so denying the experience and gold to your enemies. It's kind of, yeah, it's overdone. I think you get too much experience here from minions that you don't last hit, but I don't think you should be able to dominate your lane in that way, because, as I said, the difference between well, super skilled players, so tournament players, for them it is a very good thing to have. And the turret is going to go down here. But for the lower level players, like we all are, it is, yeah, it's very difficult to stand up against players who are better than you. And in this game, so in League of Legends, you can still stand up to people who are better than you by just getting a little bit of assistance from your jungler, or just getting a little bit of assistance from someone else, or just getting lucky. If you get lucky with something like with this, oh no, she still died. She took a tower shot, and that was the end of that. Yeah, she could have avoided the tower shot easily, of course, but yeah, well, she didn't. But yeah, the ability to still win if you're, well, not as good as your opponent, that's what makes this game fun, in my opinion. It also makes this game well, sport or esport. Well, it is still an esport, I guess, because as long as you pay people for it, they will play it competitively. So if that's what constitutes an esport, then sure, it's an esport. But there is too much randomness in this game still, even though they removed dodge now. Critical strike is still, well, it's the same as dodge. Dodge is removing one auto attack, and critical strike is adding one. And yeah, all in all, I don't think these mechanisms have any place in a game like this, and they just shouldn't be here. But beside the point, let's go back to the game, because this is commentary number 400 in the Games from Viewers series. Yay! That actually took me a long time to get those 400 games, because at this moment I put out like 6 videos a day, but normally I put out 1 video a day. I've already put out at least, I've always put out 1 video a day at least. And some days it's a little more, but yeah, recently I did some experiments, and I found out that people just like it way more when more videos are coming out, because then they can actually choose, and that's exactly what's happening here. I mean, you can choose now between the 6 videos that I put out which one you want to watch, and that means that more people are interested in watching 1 or 2 videos a day, and that in turn gives me more views, and more views means more money, and that means that I can spend more time on this, which is of course, well, what I'm after. I mean, I want to spend more time on this, but yeah, we have to pay the bills, all of us. So getting more views is awesome. I know a lot of you keep saying that I should get more views, and I really appreciate that you think that, and that you find that that I indeed deserve more views. yeah, I'm working on that. I'm coming up with a new feature on my show, which hopefully gets me more viewers and more subscribers. So yeah, well, that will be launched in like a week or so. I have to work out some details, but then after I've done that, we will have well, something to advertise on like Reddit and such. Anyway, let's rewatch this. As I was going after the other kill, of course. Can't see two kills at the same time. I wonder how direct camera solves this. So yeah, it's a pretty straightforward matchup between in a 2 versus 1. Let's see how the directed camera solves this problem. Or directed camera. No? Come on. No. Directed camera. So there are 2 kills happening at the same time here. So we're going to go to this one first, apparently. And then we're going to switch back. Yeah, this is what I thought would happen. And then we're going to switch back to the other one again. Or... Yep. There we go. And there we go. So, yeah, it'll just... yeah, just try to keep track of both of them, and because not both of them happened at the same time, it tries to keep track of every hit that's exchanged. And that is of course pretty silly. I still like the manual camera better, even though I'm not perfect at it. I'm far from perfect at it. Wow, that's a lot of CC going down. Man, he couldn't move at all. Oh, it's so hard to play against a team like this. I mean, Riven has a stun, then you have the charm from Ahri, and then you have the CC machine that is Nautilus. But Nautilus is really ridiculous with his CC. He can just keep you in place for like 3 seconds, 4 seconds, and with his ultimate up, I think it's more like 4 seconds anyway. And yeah, if that's followed up by anyone other than him, then he gets so much done. And especially if you have an exhaust or something on him after that. Wow, that's going to be like 7 seconds total. So a little bit of lag here. The blue buff going to Nautilus here. Don't know why it's not given to the mid laner already has one from that kill apparently. Huh. Cute. So yeah, I didn't keep track of that, and there is no ward out here. And wow, another free kill. Nice. Brand just face checking the bush and found the Riven there. And yeah, Riven getting backed up by Nautilus. Nautilus, who is playing an excellent game here. He is 1-0-6, and they grab a free dragon here. After that kill, yeah, you obviously get a free dragon if you go for it. So yeah, a little bit of jungling going on here in the enemy jungle, because, well, why not? Might as well. And there is going to be a gank on this bottom lane, but nothing is going to happen. They're way too far behind, and yeah, we still had the rocket jump. Oh, that was very unnecessary by Nunu. Nice reactions, but it's very unnecessary. So 4 guys over here now. And are they going to... Oh, nice ultimate going to 2 people. And they're going to get killed here, I'm assuming. Oh man, everyone's going to stay alive. Yeah, I guess the Kog'Maw is just really strong. And they didn't go for Kog'Maw, they went for the other 2. The other 2 are of course very tanky. And yeah, they need to back off because they know that the enemy is coming in for them now. But yeah, going for the 2 tanky champions. Okay, it's an okay choice. It's just that when you realize you're not going to get it, yeah, you have to back off, and that's exactly what they did here. So 2 guys over here. Brand standing around a little bit, kind of debating what to do. And yeah, they see the Nautilus now, so they know that he is here. And if he's here, probably his team is too. So Brand going to just push up with the minions, and he's going to go into this duel with Ari. Ari, who is, yeah, a lot stronger, I would have to say, at this point, because she has 4 kills and she has 84 minions versus 1 kill and 92 minions. So she is ahead in gold, I'm assuming. 55 versus 42, so yeah, she's definitely ahead. And another ward placed. There are a lot of wards out, so that makes me think this is ranked. I would have to ask whoever sent this to me to well, to say whether this is ranked, but I am assuming that based on the number of wards. So a kill on Ari there, so the enemy team getting 1 kill back, but yeah, it's 5-13, so it's not like it is close. And wow, that was so fail. That was fail upon fail upon fail. Nice flash from the Nautilus, of course. But it is the only thing you can do in that situation. You can only do so much, of course. And Riven is going to go in aggressively here. When she does have some backup now, yeah, they should really go for Brand or something like that. But choose to go for Alistar instead, and that costs you a lot of damage. And Riven is actually pretty close to dying here. Nice ultimate from Nunu, getting rid of everyone, and that actually saved the Riven. So Nunu sacrificing himself for Riven, and I think that's a good trade, because Riven is 8-0, Nunu was 0-0, so Riven was definitely worth more. Plus the fact that she can now continue to farm, just get some jungle minions, things like that. That is of course an excellent choice, so he did a good job there, even though he died. He protected his carry, and that's all he needs to do. So yeah, everyone a little bit retreated now, and the only one that's still, well, somewhere near the enemy is this Riven, but Warwick backs off. And they are going to see this Ari coming in. Oh, Warwick sees that. And yes, Ari is very willing to go on that. But wow, using her ultimate straight away, that is, I think, a mistake. And yeah, they do see, everyone sees everyone because of the number of wards that are out, and that is the reason for getting an oracles normally, because you don't want to get spotted. You want to see but not get seen, be seen. And yeah, once again the Riven in the middle of a ward, and she could have died there if they engaged on her, especially with that brand stun into like pulverize, into headbutt. That would have worked. She would have died. At least she would have been very close to dying, and yeah, that would already be very good for the enemy team. Riven getting into, well, another 1-on-2 just because she wants to get some minions, but yeah, she's not too afraid, which is good. I mean, you need to know what your champion is capable of. And yeah, just going to farm on. Bottom lane, a little bit of farming going on, but they don't want to push the lanes too much for some reason, even though they're 8 kills ahead and 7k gold ahead. It is still, they're still too afraid of the enemies, it seems. I mean, they can easily kill the enemies as long as they make sure that Kog'Maw doesn't get free reign with his abilities. Brand, yeah, he's not too scary, I feel. He's 1-6, so he died a lot. But Kog'Maw, yeah, he seems to do a whole lot more damage. Oh, sorry. I kind of messed up the beginning of that team fight. So we are going to see whether Ari is going to survive first. No, but no, they're not going to pull off this kill. Let's see the other side of the team fight, where Riven is in some trouble, and Riven is going to get out of here. The rest of the team is going on Brand, and Riven is back. Riven is going to grab one kill, but then be very close to getting killed. Wow, a nice Nunu ultimate, making sure that nothing happens, and wow, Riven surviving at super low HP. And this guy also at super low HP, he's very lucky there is no ward there. And another free dragon. So yeah, Nautilus of course, just like Nunu, is staying alive at very high health. Enemy did leave the Tristana alone this time. And that means that she can do a whole lot of damage. She has 122 minions, which is not as much as Kog'Maw, but it's pretty close. It's about 150 gold between them. She does have more of her Infinity Edge completed, so she does more damage than Kog'Maw on the like one hit harasses. And that means that she can do a lot more. I mean, you can get lucky with a critical strike, of course, and that's always good to have. But in general, it's better to just finish your item. And wow, lots of damage going off by Ahri here. And Ahri is going to, wow, land that last bit of damage on him. Very nicely done. Yeah, Ahri is really a relatively easy champion to play, but she is also yeah, a very strong champion to play. Most of the easy to play champions aren't very good. They kind of get owned by a certain strategy. It's just that yeah, she really doesn't. There's no real way to beat Ahri consistently, and especially if you're a good Ahri player, so if you played her a lot, then you can combine the skills pretty well, and there's no real way to deal with that. She doesn't really have a weakness. A super weakness then. I mean, for example, Darius, who is completely OP, he still has the weakness that he's a melee champion. And therefore, any ranged champion can, especially ranged AD champions, can pretty much own him. And every champion, so any AP champion with a stun will own him. And therefore, yeah, he is kind of balanced. Well, he's not really balanced, but he's at least yeah, manageable for the enemy team. And wow, doing a lot of damage here with the Kog'Maw. And there comes the Marcia from the noob with the big, what is it? Is it a sword? I don't know. Anyway, lots of damage going off, and yeah, it seems that the only one doing damage is this guy. And yeah, he got 2 kills out of that, and well, the rest of his team got creamed. So Kog'Maw, the only one doing the damage, and yeah, Jarvan fell pretty quickly. That was surprising to me, but I think he took too much magic damage, or well, yeah, he took too much magic damage because he has no magic resist at all. He has all armor. I don't know why he would do that. If you have armor boots, you don't need the chain vest, giant belt into whatever that's called. Oh man, that sucks when that happens. Should have backed off, of course, because if you back off from Baron, it will no longer attack you. It's not like Dragon. Dragon will keep attacking you. If you're the first one hitting it, Baron will switch targets on every hit to this, the one that's closest. Wow, she got hit by that. Wow. Anyhow, yeah, that's the way that works, and wow, so much damage! I'm so amazed by the amount of damage they do every now and then, but yeah, the Tristana, obviously, when she gets focused, she dies really quickly, just like Kog'Maw, and yeah, just like any carry should. I still think they should make a pro edition on League of Legends. So just like they have on like the Call of Duty kind of games, yeah, not Call of Duty, but yeah, you have the pro mods on all these first-person shooter games. and the Pro mod makes everything go faster and just makes it more interesting to watch, because most people will have trouble playing already at the speed that it's at, but the pros of course can play a lot faster, and they can wow, that was a long range ultimate, and they're going to easily pick up the skill. And of course Ari gets that, because Ari is currently at 10 kills. She has a lot of gold invested in damage, and that's excellent. Yeah, the Pro mod should have no lifesteal, that's first, no spell vamp, should have mana regen a little bit more, because a lot of the champions will have trouble in the early game spamming their spells, and spamming spells is what makes it fun to watch. I mean, doing a lot of spells is way more interesting than watching someone last hit for like 20 minutes. So yeah, they also should just make the amount of experience you gain from minions near you lower when minions you kill. Whoa, let's rewind that. But minions you kill should get more experience that way. But well, a couple more things that they should change. For example, the defensive items and offensive items should be tuned a little bit better. And wow, this team fight, man. The red team is completely creaming the blue team. The red team is still at full health, every one of them. They already got 2 kills. Third kill coming in now. And this guy is out of the fight, but they're going to get a full ace here. No, not a full ace. There's one guy still alive. Karpar still alive, and wow, that was completely one-sided all of a sudden. So they kept losing the fights, and now they found their place, and they found out, well, we can do this, man. We can easily stay alive. But anyway, the Pro mods should also have or remove not only the lifesteal but also all of the tankiness from champions like Graves. Because Graves, yeah, he has these defensive abilities, also the flash-like abilities that go away, that you can use defensively. Those should be removed and replaced with abilities that you can only use offensively, so to close a gap, only towards your enemy but never away from your enemy, and things like that. It's just, that would be way more aggressive, there would be way more deaths, and you would get actual carries. You wouldn't get a carry with like what you see with Graves or with yeah, several others. Carries that have 150 armor. That's just ridiculous. Also, they should just remove the complete armor and magic resist from initial champions. So when you start off at level 1, champions already have 30 magic resist or something like that, and 30 armor. Well, there are several that are lower, but 30 is about the average. They should just remove that. If you want armor, you have to buy armor. You have to spend slots on that armor. And yeah, things like that. It makes it a whole lot, more interesting to watch. Warwick is actually going to survive here. For now at least. Yep, he is going to survive. And everyone else is going to survive as well. Wow, Ari, the only one still alive. Oh no, Nautilus is also still alive. He just wasn't in the fight. And wow, she gets a nice double kill to round it off. That was a long ass team fight, man. Nautilus was almost back in to do some damage as well, but everyone already died. But yeah, a pro edition of this would be excellent. It would make it so much more fun to watch, and it would also avoid people being able to get defensive and offensive on the same champion. And that of course would be excellent, because having the ability to really snipe enemy carries. So for example, to this Ari is now super fat, yeah? 14 kills, 130 minions. She is super fat. But if you, oh by the way, the whole armor and magic resist system, the calculation on that needs to be changed, but it should never have been like this anyway. It's a completely stupid calculation. But they wanted to do something fancy, I guess, and well, anyway. This Ari is super fat. She currently has 12k gold with the highest on the enemy team at 8k gold. So she is basically invulnerable. She can't be killed with the spell vamp and the slow and blah blah blah, the extra health on the door's rings, and just her mobility. If you remove the mobility from the Spirit Rush and only let her move towards enemies, so like at a certain angle, you can still have a certain angle but no more than, for example, 90 degrees. So you can jump, if your enemy is here, you can jump to the sides but not backwards. Yeah, that would be a whole lot more difficult to stay alive then. And you would still, if you're Warwick and you're tanky, because you're not a carry, then you can just jump on top of this Ari and your team can still kill her because she can't jump away with that Spirit Rush. And that would be excellent in my opinion. So Baron is apparently coming up very soon because they are, well, they're waiting for that to come up. The other two are coming in, and there is the Baron. Enemy team is not going to be able to do anything about that. And they can see that because they can see that the enemy team is in their in the base here. They can. This is what they can see, and the enemy team can see nothing. So they have to guess where the enemies are. And yeah, Baron is already done by that time. So going for the blue buff here. Come on, no, she doesn't want a new one. Her blue buff just timed out, so she does want a new one. Yeah, whatever. Oh, the inhibitor going down, of course, and yeah, they take down a second inhibitor, by the way, because assaulting this without Ari there is really dangerous, and taking out the inhibitor is for free. So even though it is 4,000 hit points, yeah, you get the inhibitor for free while you're waiting for Ari to return to your team. And they are split up a little bit, but yeah, this little Tristana, sorry, is hidden between all of the minions, so that's pretty good. That is somewhere where they won't be able to get her without risking getting killed. And well, the come on, Alistar going aggressive here and trying to get some CC going, but it's not going to matter at all. One guy left, only Brand is still alive, but Brand is at base. He says, screw you guys, I'm not going to die again, and I give up. So anyway, we see the Nexus getting killed, of course. And yeah, a very nice game, nicely played. It's a 4-0-17 on Nautilus, which is the only champion that didn't die. And a double explosion! That's the celebration after 400 games from viewers game. I guess the double explosion is kind of suitable for that. It's kind of like the fireworks. But yeah, nice game. Definitely well played. And I hope you enjoyed. I will see you next time. GG.